Thank you for joining me for the 2020 Purdue School of Materials Engineering Awards presentation. We'd usually be doing this up above the stadium after having a bunch of heavy hors d'oeuvres, as they say, at the student paper night where the senior design students would have been showing their work. We're not able to do that this year, and so we wanted to be able to bring you a little bit of a message to where you're at. And so we'd like to welcome our students, the faculty, the staff, for the students, your parents, and your friends, and like to go through some of the awards that our outstanding faculty and students have won and recognize the achievements that the students have carried out throughout the entire year. I'd be remiss if I did not thank the sponsors of our senior design. We are extremely lucky that we have 16 companies who have chosen to support our students, both with their time and with their financial backing, to carry out real-world problems and give students a real capstone experience on the way out. Hopefully the students found it a beneficial experience. We know the companies certainly did, and we look forward to continued partnership like we've had over the years with this program. I'd also like to take a moment to thank the staff that help on all of these events. So for the advisors, Vicki Klein and Rosemary Sun, making sure that you guys actually graduate and you haven't left something hanging on your transcript to keep you from graduating. And to the staff, all of the staff, both the technical staff and the front office staff. In particular, Audie Koo and Lisa Stacy have done an outstanding job in helping us put this together. And as always, Robin Jakes has made sure that we've been able to be in contact and put this final program together. And so we thank all of them for their hard work. So the reason we're here today is to honor the graduating class and to celebrate many of the activities that we carried out this year. Despite the challenges that have come up, I'm very proud of the fact that our students have figured out how to continue, how their learning isn't stopped by the inability to come into the building. And the students really have risen to the challenge, both the undergraduates and the graduate students, everyone taking classes and everyone teaching classes. The faculty have done an outstanding job in delivering the material. The students have done a great job in buckling down and doing the work without the peer pressure of their peers sitting right next to them. And so I want to take a moment to congratulate you all. You've been an outstanding class. We had programs about the engineer of 2020 that we envisioned 10 or 15 years, what that engineer would be like when they graduated in 2020. Well, you guys are the engineers of 2020. You have persevered, you've been through unimaginable changes, and you're going to come out on top. And so we really wish you the best. So with that, I'd like to move on to some of the awards that we offer. And remember that we're a university, we're a large research university, and that means that discovery, learning, and engagement are part of what we do. So the first award I'd like to give is for scholarly activity, the John L. Bray Memorial Award, and this is the seniors with the highest grade point average. And this year we have two students whose GPAs were so close that any GPA of 3.95 and above we feel deserves some recognition. So first, I'd like to congratulate Peter Hong. After graduation, Peter will be working for Collins Aerospace in their leadership rotational program. We look forward to hearing great things from Peter as he moves forward into industry. The second recipient of the Bray Memorial Award is Tyler Lucas. And Tyler has chosen to go to MIT and pursue a PhD, and he will be starting there this upcoming fall. We look forward to continue hearing from Tyler in the future. The next thing that I want to recognize is the undergraduate research activities. Discovery and research is an important part of what the School of Materials Engineering does. And so we ask the faculty to nominate their outstanding undergraduate researchers that have worked with them from this graduating class. And faculty nominate, and an awards committee looks at the packages and makes a selection. And so this year, the Outstanding Undergraduate Senior Research Award goes to Nolan Miller. Nolan's conducted experimental research with Professor Chelsea Davis since 2018, and his project is focused on the development of a technique to measure the elastic modulus of lined cellulose nanocrystal films.
I would like to congratulate Nolan Miller for receiving the Undergraduate Research Award for MSc. Nolan joined my group as a sophomore in the spring of 2018 and worked with me over one of those summers as well. so he's been with me for a while. In my group, Nolan did truly independent research. He developed a new experimental approach that allows for the measurement of cellulose nanocrystalline thin film modulus measurements using surface buckling to quantify the anisotropy in aligned CNC films. As I said, he developed the experimental approach himself, and in the process he learned and became really, really good at AFM, confocal microscopy, birefringence measurements, as well as a host of surface preparation techniques. We're working up the manuscript now, and Nolan is going to be the first author on this manuscript. While in my group, or while at Purdue, he also was featured as co-author, or involved as co-author on 2 additional peer-reviewed journal articles. A couple other accolades for Nolan. He has received for the past year the Purdue Office of Undergraduate Research Fellowship that allowed him to continue working in my research group. Additionally, he participated in the Soy Innovation Challenge, in which his team placed 3rd very recently. In the fall, Nolan will be attending graduate school in polymer science and engineering at the University of Massachusetts, and we wish him well. Congratulations, Nolan, and good luck in your future endeavors.
The third thing that we do as a university is regarding engagement and service. And we're very lucky to have an endowed award. That's the Donna Bystrom Undergraduate Service Award. And this is nominated by the MSE staff and then voted on by an awards committee. And the criteria is recognition of service to MSE and helping the school reach out and interact with its alumni and its future students. And this year's award goes to Peter Hong. Peter gave an innumerable number of MSE lab tours for key alumni and prospective students and their family. And when he wasn't available, he helped us find other people to fill in. He participated in outreach activities, visiting local high schools, and encouraged students to consider engineering, and specifically materials engineering. He coached the first LEGO League team of elementary school students for 2 years, and he was an ambassador chair with Puma, helping us with our college activities.
Hey Peter, on behalf of the MSE staff, I am happy to congratulate you on the receipt of this award. With this award, we celebrate the lasting impact that acts of service and leadership like yours have on the people and communities around us. We thank you for every time you lent a helping hand and wish you the best in your future endeavors. Congratulations.
And if we were doing this in person, we'd have Donna help present this for you. As the longest serving staff member in the School of Materials Engineering, she was a crucial part of our department and helped make us what we are today. The final undergraduate award that we want to highlight is an Undergraduate Student Leadership Award. And given that this year's circumstances were anything but easy, we wanted to go ahead and recognize somebody who was an all-around help and joy to work with and help make sure things get finished, particularly in keeping the students on track and the student chapter moving forward. And so with that, we'd like to recognize our MSE senior, Ashley Whistle, for her all-around dedication to the school with the Undergraduate Student Leadership Award. She's been the president of Puma for this last academic year and has helped to dramatically increase the number of students we have going to conferences. But the last big conference we had, TMS, we wouldn't have been able to get as many students to go down to San Diego if it wasn't for her leadership and help in organization. Now, we also have a tremendous number of grad students in the program. In any given year, we have about 190 to about 200 undergraduates, sophomores, juniors, and seniors, and we also have about 170 graduate students. And so we'd like to take a moment to recognize some of their outstanding contributions. Our first award that we have is the Outstanding Graduate Student Service Scholarship, and this is something that's nominated by the faculty and then voted on by our awards committee. This year, the award for Outstanding Graduate Student Service in the School of Materials Engineering goes to Jin Li Fua. Jin Li has published several first author papers. She's done an outstanding job in research, but of course this is an award for service, and so we really want to highlight her activities where she has gone and done outreach programs across campus and outside the university, and participated in professional societies such as the American Ceramic Society and some of the other organizations within the MS&T conference. She's volunteered at the Purdue Space Day and Nano Days and helped coach younger children K through 12 in their activities and learn about materials engineering. She's also helped on our prospective graduate student visits, and we appreciate all the hard work she's done.
I'm very glad to introduce one of my graduate students, Zing Li Pua, for this year's service award at the college level from material engineering. She joined my group in 2017 after her bachelor from material engineering, and also she has been extremely active since she joined my group and very self-motivated. She has published 5 first author publications and 13 joint author publications, and is one of the very productive members in the group. On the other hand, she's always very active to do a variety of outreach activities and hosted a variety of lab tours, students visit, and answer many of the students' questions. And she's always the go-to spots from the department. And because of her service and also research activity, she has received a variety of society-level awards as well, including the Roland Snow Award for the art competition and the Student Excellence Award from the American Ceramic Society. I think this service award is well-deserved for Zing, and congratulations.
Our second award from the School for the Graduate Students is the Outstanding Graduate Student Researcher in the School of Materials Engineering. And this year, the criteria in this case is demonstrated excellence in leadership and research through publications and participation in professional organizations. And the award goes to Zhujing Wang. Zhujing has published several first author papers, and in total, between her first author and co-authored papers, has 17 journal publications, which is just truly outstanding. She's a highly motivated worker, as you can tell. She publishes in high-impact journals such as Nanoscale Advances, and she does strong leadership, is serving as a lab manager for the TEM Sample Prep and Optical Property Measurements Lab.
I would like to say a few words about Xu Jing. She joined my group in 2016 after her master's study from Stony Brook. And she has been a very active member in the group. She published 5 first author with another 3 currently under review. And she also jointly published another 19 second author and co-authored publications. She's very, very productive. On the other hand, she likes to do a lot of leadership work. For example, she is the manager for the TM Sample Prep Lab and a variety of other optical measurement tools. And she's always willing to help others. And after graduation, she will be joining Los Alamos in the coming fall. And we are very excited for her. And the award is well deserved. Congratulations, Xu Jing.
The final sets of awards we have for graduate students that are in the process of graduating or close to graduating are the Magoon Teaching Awards. So the department usually is able to give 2 Magoon Awards for teaching. And this year we have the pleasure of giving out 3 awards. So we had 1 award that was nominated by the Purdue Online Engineering Program, and that award goes to Susanna Lixby Diaz-Amaya. Susanna was a TA for the distance program for the biomaterials course, and upon graduating, she successfully defended a few weeks ago. She'll be leading up Bayer International's Innovation Center at Purdue University for their research hub here as they establish a bigger presence in the state of Indiana. The next TA that did an outstanding job in the fall of 2019 was Thomas Mann. Thomas was one of the graduate TAs for MSE 335 and worked with 4 undergraduate TAs and helped support the lab. Students ascribed his performance as extremely patient. He was interested in detailing complicated concepts of characterization and material structure, and he could hold the interest of both small and large groups of students during the experiments.
Hey Tom, this is Professor Howarder. I just want to say congratulations on winning the Magoon Award for the work you did in MSc 335. You were an excellent TA. You were really helpful to me in terms of organizing and structuring the labs, giving me feedback on what was working and what wasn't. But I think most importantly, you're able to connect really well with the students. You're able to clarify some of the things that they were supposed to be learning, giving them additional tips and really going above and beyond. You certainly have a natural rapport with students, and I think any sort of career path that has you in a mentoring and teaching instructional role, you're certainly going to excel in. So thanks again for being an excellent TA and being a great person to work with. Congrats.
Thomas will be interning at Haynes International this summer, we hope, in Kokomo, and continuing his research on superalloys. Our final Magoon Teaching Excellence Award is for Sei Matsunaga. Sei was the TA for MSc 335 in the spring of 2019. She was an excellent mentor and instructor to the MSc undergraduate students. She was very good at explaining operational techniques, and students pointed out how good she was at demonstrating features of running instruments. She was outstanding at demonstrating characterization tools, both X-ray and optical microscopy, and so we're very proud of Sei's ability to help out.
This is Professor Howarder just saying congratulations on winning the Magoon Award for the work you did in MSc 335. Just wanted to say I think you were an excellent TA and certainly a pleasure to work with you that past semester. Things that stood out to me is how you were able to help me in developing new labs, collecting a little bit of extra experimental data on the side as we were developing and prototyping some of the things that we were going to do in the class. But I think what really stood out to the students and what I absolutely appreciate is how you're able to mentor them, not just with electron microscopy, but in how to handle their data, how to report their data, how to understand what's really going on in the labs themselves. And I think that connection you're able to make with the students is what becomes valuable, not just to them, but in how you approach your job throughout your career. I think that's an excellent skill to have, an excellent asset that you have. And I want to thank you for being an excellent TA and working with me on that class. So congratulations.
Her future plans are to finish up her PhD. She continues to work under the advice of Professor Titus. We also have some awards for our graduate students who are in the middle, getting started. The Robert M. Briney Achievement Award are for graduate students who've passed, PhD graduate students who have passed their prelim and have outstanding potential for research excellence. And this award we give for 3 students each year. First, Jesse Grant. His research involves characterizing the performance of piezoelectric composites for energy harvesting, impact detection, and other sensing applications. And he plans on continuing to study materials that can give enhanced electrical performance under mechanical stimuli. Brendan Hamilton is our next award winner of the Briney Award. Brendan works on computational modeling and plans to continue to use predictive simulations to look at the role of intermolecular strains and distortions on chemical initiation of energetic materials and molecular crystals, commonly known as explosives. This work will allow for better understanding of mechanochemical effects that we think are the key to controlling detonation response in sensitive materials. So we look forward to Brendan helping make our life a little bit safer.
I'd like to congratulate Brendan Hamilton on the Briney Award. Brendan has done terrific work on molecular dynamic simulations of high energy density materials, and he truly has a unique combination of talent, ability to work hard, and passion for research. So a very, very well deserved award. Brendan, it's great to work with you, and keep the hard work. Congratulations.
And our final Briney Award winner is Stephen Puentes Rodriguez, and Stephen is currently working towards graduation planned for next year, and he continues to work on metal processing and looking at soft iron alloys and how to process materials that are increasingly needed for electrification. There's a lot of talk about electric cars. Without electric motors, you don't have electric cars, and improving the efficiency of those motors is key to making better transportation infrastructure. The Reinert Schumann Jr. Award for the Best Undergraduate Teacher is an award where the students nominate and then vote on the best instructor for their class that they've experienced over the previous 4 years. And this year, the Schumann Best Undergraduate Teacher Award goes to Professor Elliot Slamovich. To quote his nomination by Puma, Professor Slamovich inspires future materials engineers through his enthusiasm and engagement. Whether it's an 8 a.m. lecture or in the hallways or his office, you can always see Dr. Slamovich with a smile on his face, a spring in his step, and he creates engaging lectures and really helps you learn the material. We have a few words, I believe, from Ashley, who was one of his key nominators.
Hi, Professor Slamovich. On behalf of all materials engineering students, I'm so happy to recognize you for receiving the Schumann Best Faculty Award. You've inspired so many of us future materials engineers with your enthusiasm for teaching and your fun and engaging lectures. Your kindness and consideration for us both in and out of the classroom is much appreciated, and we always love your willingness to help us in any way you can. Congratulations, and thank you from your materials engineering students.
One other award that we have to give out is for mentoring graduate students. And again, the graduate students, through the Graduate Student Association and the School of Materials Engineering, nominate and vote on the Outstanding Faculty Mentor. And this year, the winner of Outstanding Faculty Mentor is Jeff Youngblood. Jeff's students referred to him as somebody who cares about what they do, who is willing to listen to them, who challenges them, and makes them think about the big picture, as well as making sure they get work done. So we'd like to congratulate Professor Jeff Youngblood for his outstanding ability to mentor graduate students. With that, I wanted to go ahead and just recognize that we have all sorts of other awards that are given out. I don't have time to go through all of them. We want to go ahead and make sure that those students that have won awards through local societies, professional societies are highlighted, and a few of them are noted here. So I'd like to congratulate them on their outstanding achievement. And then finally, we just want to point out that we have our large undergraduate graduating class. We show everybody's name here. And our graduate students, both at the master's and the PhD level, that will be graduating in May and in August. I want to take a moment and just point out how proud I am of all the students that have participated in the materials program here. While most of you are here for 4, a few for 5 years, and every once in a while somebody has been here for a little bit longer, particularly in the graduate program. We've greatly benefited from your presence here, and we hope that you have enjoyed your time with us. We've been able to explore what materials do. One of the biggest challenges we have when we try to explain what we do to incoming students is pointing out the breadth means that there's no normal. There's no normal materials engineer that graduates from here. You're all abnormal. Well, maybe that's not the right way to say it. You're all special? Okay, maybe that's a little bit better. But the point is, if out of the students graduating today, there's not more than 1 or 2 companies that hire 2 people. The vast majority of you are going to go somewhere where you're going to be the materials engineer. You might be the youngest person in the group. You might be thrust into a leadership role early. You may be at a company that makes materials like steel or aluminum or a polymer. You may be at a company that works on processing materials into shapes. You may be at a company that designs big things, locomotives, automobiles, planes, trains, and automobiles, right? You may be at a company that does failure analysis. You may test and validate materials. You may get into public policy. You may get into teaching. We don't know what you're going to do. And what's special, we think, about the Purdue materials engineering background is you know about the stuff that things are made out of. And what you do with that knowledge is really up to you. We look forward to hearing from you. You guys have all done an outstanding job. It has been a pleasure to be associated with you for the last few years. I really wish that I could shake your hand in person. This graduating class is a very special one. You guys, again, have risen to the challenge and shown that at the end of the day, you can't make it without materials. It's not just a slogan on our bumper stickers, but we truly think that you guys are the future and you're going to go ahead and do special things. So congratulations. I wish you all the best. To all the award winners, congratulations in particular for your work in scholarly activity, research and discovery, or service to the department. So with that, I hope you enjoy your graduation ceremony that's coming up virtually. Remember, you always have a home here. If you're back in town and we're allowed to travel, please come see us. Let us know you're in town, and we hope to see you out there in the future. So with that, boiler up, hail Purdue, and congratulations to the graduating class of 2020 from the School of Materials Engineering.